Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm enjoying some Persian Iranian kebab. Yes. So this is the koobideh on top of rice with saffron in it, and I forget this one. It's a chicken leg, and I'm probably going to say it wrong. Joojeh Raan. This is a cucumber yogurt. I also have dolma, which is stuffed grape leaves. I love them so much. And we also have hot pepper, charcoal grilled tomato, so yum. My husband's favorite food, one of them anyway. So yeah, let's begin. I forget what type of bread this is. This isn't, I love this bread, although it's like a flatbread. It's made on a stone. It's so bomb. And I don't know if you guys, I didn't make these. Me and my husband, well, I make them, but they're a pain in the ass. I hate making them. So, yes, we're going to have a bite. And this is just stuff with, it's like vegetarian. Rice, herbs, lemon. It's so good. Mmm. Mmm. And this yogurt is a savory yogurt. It's so delicious. Mm. 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 So I'm going to update you today. I don't know if you remember a while back. I've been mentoring my daughter with this friend problem. I'm going to update you guys on that. There's been a breakthrough. Mm. I love this bread. Mm. Mm. So let me slice up this tomato a little bit first, so I can eat it. And my hot pepper, of course. I haven't had this in a while. I wanted to do Turkish food. Okay. And of course we need the pepper. Sorry. I think this should be okay for now. I don't think I'm going to even eat all this, to be honest. All right, let's get going. Sorry about the bang. I was struggling in my last video with these wooden utensils. And the reason I use them is because on the dish, it makes a lot of noise, but it's annoying. And somebody asked if I actually had real utensils. So I kind of find that funny. I do have real utensils, but I don't normally use them on videos, which I probably should. Okay. Mm. So juicy. Okay. So, last video, I was mentioning about my daughter's friend is, I'll put it here, here. It's the Snoopy Eats one, the loaded hot dogs. I was mentioning about some problems my little one's been having with friends, or a particular friend. I'm filming, Maya. Keep it down. So she's been friends with her ever since they started going to school. And she's always been this other friend. I mean, I like the kid. Her family's good family. But she's a lot. And my daughter would always come home upset because this little one didn't want her playing with any other friends. So she wouldn't make any other friends and she would boss her around. Like, just tell her what to do. And like I said, my daughter's shy. She's a little bit of a follower. I always tell her, make other friends. Because when this particular girl would not be at school, my daughter wouldn't have anybody to play with. I said, you got to learn to be confident and make new friends and all that stuff. So this year is the first year my daughter started playing outside the box and meeting new friends. Sorry. Etc., etc. So this mom didn't like it because now her daughter wasn't playing with anybody. And I'm like, well, Maya tries to include her, so she doesn't like the things we play with. We're not mean to her. She just doesn't want me playing with anybody else. I said, well, I can't force them. That issue is in that video. So, update. She was supposed to contact me because she wanted to discuss them. Which is fine, because what am I going to say? Like, I can't force my daughter to play with her. Like, the only thing is as long as she treats her with respect. And is not a bully. I mean, I always tell her, try to include her. You don't want her to be left alone. Because how would it feel if you were the one, right? So, the mom wanted to sit down and talk to me about it. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Call me anytime. Never called. My daughter was supposed to go to this kid's birthday, but she ended up being sick and I didn't send her. And I think the mom got pissed off of that. I had messaged mom. Basically saying, I'm sorry, Maya had gotten sick, which she was. I'm not going to lie. Because Maya really wanted to go. But we would love to make it up to your daughter. We'll take her out for lunch or something like that. Never heard from her again. And that's fine. So, last week, my daughter, little one, calls me from school. It's like half an hour till school ends. And she's like, Mom, can you come pick me up? I'm not feeling well. I'm like, it's literally a half an hour. Like, by the time I get there, I actually didn't have a car on me. I'm like, by the time I get there, anyway, it's going to be time to leave. So just suck it up. I just thought the whole thing was weird. And my daughter doesn't keep anything from me, but she's not overly talkative. Like, she's also oblivious. Like, she doesn't see things like what the heck is happening. Like she just is very gullible. And just doesn't see how shady people are. So I thought this whole thing was weird. I'm like, I'm going to question her about it. Because when I saw her and when I got home, she didn't look sick. said, what's going on at school? Because I know that this friend issue has been ongoing, and, you know, I know how this kid can be. And trust me, I'm not the type of mom that's going to defend my kid. I've had my kids in the past be in the wrong, and I make sure they rectify it. You know, I'm not going to be like, oh, my kid's perfect. No, my kids aren't perfect. Okay, they make mistakes too, but I'm not going to be there and be like, oh, she didn't do anything wrong. And then, no, I'm not like that. Okay, I don't want my kids to embarrass me. Sorry, guys, about the noise. I don't want my damn kids to embarrass me, and I don't want them being, you know, like that. So, but you also know how your kids move. You know what I mean? Especially when you've had play dates with other kids, you see how they act. You see how they interact, and, you know. So, I said, what happened at school today? Like, why? Oh, my stomach wasn't feeling well. I'm feeling okay now. I said, what happened with you and your friend? What's been going on? Because you can tell she was kind of irritated, her mood. So she tells me, this little girl told the teacher, no, got upset with her. And she didn't want to be her friend anymore. No. Maya saw this little girl steal something from another kid. Okay? I'm getting the timeline wrong. I was asking my daughter what the hell was going on. She's like, oh, me and Mariana were kind of fighting, whatever. I'm like, okay. I figured, and that's why she wanted to go home. So, I received a text. Let me pull up the text. Should I pull it up, or should I just go by memory? I feel like if I go by memory, I'm going to mess it up. I got rice on my phone. Okay, actually, I received a text from the little girl. Because I think the mom doesn't want to talk to me because of the birthday situation. This is going to be all over the place. The mom gets the little girl to message me. And basically, she's saying, my mom let me text you. And I just want to say that my daughter's actually rude at school. She's bossing me around and everything. She never believes me. And sorry, it's an 8-year-old writing, so it's not perfect. She never believes me. So basically, she's saying, well, she still wants to be Maya's friend, but she bosses her around and is rude with her. Okay. As I said, this is the first year I haven't heard a complaint from Maya about this other kid, because she's met other kids. She's playing with other kids. Maya's had always problems. And I see how this kid acts in my house. She's not well behaved. My older one goes to school with the older brothers, and they're not well behaved. Okay? When Maya goes to their house, she wants to come home. She can't handle it there. She's like, it's too much. So anyway, I'm just going based on all the track record, like the evidence I've seen. You know, I see how this kid moves. I see how this mom moves. So I text the little girl back. And I'm like, I'm very sorry to hear that. And I will talk to her about it and I'll let you know. So at this point, I didn't know what was going on. I knew there was something with them. Didn't get the whole story. So I confront my daughter. And I said, what is going on? Okay. What happened today at school with this kid? And she's like, okay, so this is the story. I saw her steal something from my other friend. Okay. And I just told on her. So she got upset. And so why'd you tell her? She's like, because that is not right. You don't steal. Makes sense, right? I'm like, okay. And I said, is anything else happen? No, I should know about. She's like, no. She got mad because I told on her. I was like, okay. I have zero patience for this. Okay? Because this mom has been hounding me. So I said, and she said, thank you. And I said, no problem, blah, blah. So once I found out this information and I got my side of the story, I said, hello, I spoke with Maya and she advised me that she thinks she wasn't rude to her. She saw your daughter take something from someone and just told on her. And your daughter got upset. And I said, my daughter felt she was doing the right thing. Okay. That's what I know. I was pissed. She stole some kind of toy string. I don't know what the hell it was. It's something stupid. So the mom texts me back and she's like, okay, we found it. That's all she wrote. We found it. So I wanted to see if the story matches. Like, what did you find? What? So I texted. I said, found what? Mom texts back, a string. Okay, they're fighting over a string. I'm like, get the hell out of my face. This is actually ridiculous. Okay, now at this point, I told you my side of the story. It matches up because you said she found a string. So don't you think my daughter wanted to come home sick because she was upset about what was going on, probably thinking she was going to get into trouble for whatever. That's all I hear, a string. And I said, okay, so instead of accusing my daughter of being rude and bossy, don't you think you should apologize now? So I basically wrote back. I said, okay, maybe she should apologize to Maya because she called me from school wanting to come home sick. And clearly your daughter was in the wrong. She doesn't apologize. And that's fine. I don't care. The mom writes back, all this fight is because of one little girl. Yeah, your daughter stole something from that little girl. And then she goes on, still no apology. My daughter told me that your daughter hit her. And I'm like, oh, hell no. First of all, I said to my daughter, I said, there's no hitting. Before I even continued this conversation, I said, there better be no hitting. I said, she's like, the only time I hit back is when she hits me. She's like, she hit me sometimes and I've gotten nosebleeds. I'm like, so why don't you tell me? But now, because she was busted for her daughter being a piece of poo. Oh, but your daughter hit my daughter. Okay, this is the first time I've ever heard of this. The first time that's ever come out of your mouth. So, I'm done. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this baloney. Okay? All these kids do is fight and argue, and it's always one problem. And my daughter still goes back and plays. I said there's going to be no more like, don't hit back. If she hits you, you go tell the teacher. When she's older, we'll discuss that further. But for now, that's what you need to do. And I basically told her mother, in my opinion, this has been the history with your daughter. Okay? I'm spoke to the teacher about it. Maya behaves well. She's not rude. She's not bossy. She's more of a follower, to be honest. And I let this mother know that. And I basically said, I think they need to take a break because it's going to just go back. He said, she said. Until what? What are you going to come on? There's like 5 years worth of history here. Are we going to go back to when she like pushed her and shoved? Just let them take a bloody break. And the mother got upset with me. My daughter was actually relieved. I said, you don't have to go play with her or talk to her, only if you want to. I suggested taking a break. My daughter was so relieved. Because this one girl causes so much drama for her. I don't know. Would you have handled it different? I mean, kids are going to be kids. Things are going to happen. And you got to deal with it as it comes. But you also need to learn when you're not in the right to apologize. Now, if my daughter was in the wrong, I would have drove her to this girl's house, write a sorry note, and give it to her. And return whatever item she stole. Because I followed up. I asked my daughter. I said, did she return the item she stole? She said no. Grade 3 drama. So they're on a break. This food is so bomb. So they're on a break. I'm just upset this jalapeno is not spicy. What's going on, Mayo? Mayo. I don't have time for that crap. I'm getting full. My husband's going to be so excited. He doesn't know I picked this up for dinner tonight. And it's a win-win because then I don't have to cook, you know? Oh my God. If you guys have a Persian or Iranian market that does these kebabs or anything, go there, try it out. They do them in a pita, like almost like a sandwich type thing. I prefer that, and the reason is Too much carbs here for my liking. And I love me a good stuffed grape leaf. Oh my god, it's so good. Should I just do 2 and finish it? It's gonna be messy. We went to Istanbul, and so his mom, my husband's mother, and sisters and family, whatever, met us there from Iran. They went to Istanbul there, and we spent like 10 days together. And she brought homemade, oh my god. He was in heaven, because it was like more than 15 years. He hasn't seen his mom. So I got her recipe. Oh my god. Sorry, let's throw some tomato on here. This is messy. I don't give a fudge. Off my I need to find new lipstick. These grape leaves are everything. I'm full. All right. Last bite, babies. Yes, babe. This was bomb. Bomb.com. Whew. All right. Wow. I have amazeballs. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I have the spot. Anyway, I love you guys. Please give it a thumbs up. Like. Comment down below. I love your comments. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.